It's Ajay and Ryan on the AandRPodcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AandRPodcast. I'm Vengeance.
I didn't expect that. And I'm the Batman.
Batman! We've seen it!
Yeah. Basically, what happens is...
And it was pretty good. I liked it. I think it's growing on me more than I'm thinking now that I'm thinking about it.
Like,
ever since I thought about it, I'm like...
I personally, the Christian Bale trilogy is still undefeated.
I'd say that The Dark Knight is the best Batman film, but then this one is second.
So I like The Dark Knight, then The Dark Knight Rises, then this one.
And then Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my order of Batman's.
Batman's. Batman's. I go Dark Knight, this, Rises, Begins.
Mm-hmm.
But this was very, very good. He's now not Robert Pattinson. He's Robert Pattinson.
Or Robert Scary Motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, he was big in the suit.
Obviously, spoilers alert. Are we going to discuss the whole thing?
Yeah.
Spoilers alert.
But I don't know. There's not really much you can spoil in this film. Like, it's just kind of what you expect. Like, there's a mystery. Solves the mystery.
Yeah, there's no. It's not like a.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like an Avengers, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield are in it. It's like it's kind of just a normal.
Just a Batman film, yeah.
You know what? The only part, like, again, this is me talking in reflection, that really annoyed me was the. This is the only spoiler in the actual whole film. So if you actually are really bothered about this, then skip a bit, like 15 seconds or 20 seconds. So the bit at the end where the Riddler is with Two-Face, and that really annoyed me because I was just like, this could have been amazing, like a beautiful independent film about Batman, and then that would be it. There's no sequel. There's nothing else. This is it.
So what you're
and
saying?
Now they're just setting it up to make more money.
Yeah, to make another one.
Like the film was so like poetic and beautiful. That should have been it, and then we get the Riddler, and it just seems a bit forced with Two-Face. Like they were just laughing at me, and you were looking at each other like, what's going on?
That was a bit weird, yeah. But that was the end. Luckily, it was the ending scene.
Yeah, it was like the only scene I didn't really like. Or there is scenes I didn't like, but that's the one I wish wasn't in the film. The other part,
it did still feel like a emo teenage film. You know what I mean? Like the way he was like narrating himself, and it was really dark and depressing, and just like.
So I think Robert Pattinson as Batman is flawless, like perfect,
yeah,
amazing. I think Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne.
I didn't like. Thing is, he looks like he's 40 years old, but he acts like he's 18, and like just literally like turn into a teenage wreckage ball.
My
Wrecking ball.
My favourite part of the whole film was the part that I always find funniest in my head is when.
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
About Alfred.
Yes. So in the film, Alfred gets injured and he's in hospital, and he's in like a sort of a mini coma, and he wakes up. And without even skipping a beat, like, not, oh, Alfred, you okay? Alfred, thank you for taking the sequel. And whatever, he was just like, you lied to me.
I still hate you. Yeah. I think he's played that. He's like very much a Twilight character, like no feelings, bit numb, bit cold, isn't he?
Yeah. But, I mean, it kind of works with this version of Batman.
Yeah, obviously.
Because this Batman just doesn't talk. He just walks around paces.
Yeah. He's kind of like he's got some problems going on.
That whole film felt like a fever dream. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Have you watched the Book of Boba Fett?
No.
Okay, my example's not really remembered.
But
you've seen The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So like, do you really care about spoilers about Book of Boba Fett?
No, I've seen a lot of them, and also I don't. Apparently, it's not it's not a big deal to watch it.
Everyone says it's not the greatest up until episode 5. That is because episode 5, Boba Fett's not in it. Episode 5.
Is episode 5 got?
No, it's just the Mandalorian episode. Like, it's just the Mandalorian, and that's it. He's just his episode. So like that episode when it came up, that felt like a fever dream, and I felt like I was in a different world. I was like, what is going on? And just knocked me on my ass. But this film also knocked me on my ass.
He was very good though.
So people are like, because obviously I talk about a lot of movies to a lot of people. They've been like, oh, what is your opinion of this film? And I said, imagine The Dark Knight in the universe of Seven, using this film 7.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah.
Oh god, that what's in the box. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like those two films crossed over.
It basically, you don't want to watch it on a shitty quality because you won't be able to see anything.
Oh, it's really dark.
It's
I kind of like it though. It kind of
it's
like,
very gloomy.
It made Gotham look like a shithole.
Like, why is Gotham such a shit place to live?
Yeah, you know, that's just because it is like in the comics. It's so very true to what it is.
Yeah.
Because like everywhere else makes Gotham look really nice. Like The Dark Knight Rises, before the city gets nuked, actually looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah, and they've got like
football teams,
casinos, and that
exactly.
But this one, just alleyways, and when the sun rises, it's still dark.
It's also just always raining.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I love the aesthetic. I mean, it was very reminiscent of 2019 Joker, because like Joker is setting Gotham out of a shithole.
It's very like underground city as well.
Gotham is supposed to be a shithole. Like, it's meant to be things riddled with crime, and some crazy crazy guy in a bat suit is walking around. Also, just another point: Colin Farrell as the Penguin, amazing.
I think he was good, but I don't think he had that much to do with everything.
He was but he was like the driving force behind the story. Like, he's where they got all the information.
I didn't think. Is it Falcone?
Yeah.
I don't think he was very good. Not gonna lie.
He's actually in the film Rounders. That guy.
I recognise his face. I think he's in Transformers.
Yeah, he didn't strike me as intimidating enough to be a mob boss.
No, exactly. That's what I thought. He just
struck me as like a fun uncle.
Yeah, or like a granddad.
But, although you have to say that Marlon Brando kind of is a granddad in The Godfather, so
yeah. But I guess he just didn't seem like a badass mob kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if he was the main,
he wasn't the main villain, though, was he?
If he was the main antagonist, I'd be like, a bit.
What did you think of the Riddler's performance?
Amazing.
He was good.
I think, like, obviously when he's in the mask, he doesn't really say much, and it's like fine. When he takes off the mask, oh my god.
Thing is, I'm glad he's not some kind of guy who's just Batman just beats up. He's like it's a bit more twisted.
He was very reminiscent of The Dark Knight. He was very reminiscent of the Joker, where he basically had this like unbeatable plan that was just going to go after that.
Yeah, and he wasn't like about he wasn't like a Bane where he just goes out and is like some boss and he just hits people and stuff. He's like clever and he's a bit of a loner and that kind of thing.
Bit of a tactician, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the ideology that he thinks that him and Batman are the same because they're exacting vengeance. And I think that's what the story is.
That's why I'm watching. I'm vengeance.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah, so like, that's why I reckon now he's not going to say I'm vengeance.
I'm the Batman.
I'm the Batman. Yeah. I also really like. I know this is a very like nitpicky and weird thing. The fact that because anytime anyone says they say, "Oh, I'm Batman." It's not like he's not Batman. He's the Batman.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it is in the comics. Like, he's not Batman. He's the Batman. And I always say the Batman, and everyone's like, "It's just Batman." No, it's not. It's the Batman. Okay. I know that's very weird, but I just like that they call him the Batman. And yeah.
Opening scene there, except for the narration.
Yeah,
but
in the narration wasn't that everything's sick. But also, it kind of makes you understand what Stan was going on. So
it was kind of like is it a prologue? Is that what the introduction?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
It was prologue-ish, and then when he's just beating up those.
Because he's set in a dark alleyway kind of thing, a subway, and like all you hear is like the footsteps before you see him, and the anticipation of building up.
Mate, I was terrified when I saw him. I was just like, holy shit. No, but I actually think you said to me during that scene, you're like, this is what's going to make or break the film, and I was 100% on board with that. That if that first fight scene was shit, I wouldn't have had any hype for it. But then, and it's also that scene where he's just like walking through the policeman, and he's just walking slowly, not saying a word. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, this guy's mean business.
Yeah, he's not like at the moment, he's not like he doesn't really care about the civilians at the moment. He just cares about punishing the guys. Whereas like future Batman will be like a bit more protective.
Yeah, I think that's how he was at the end of the film, where he was just like saying lies.
Yeah, so yeah, like you say he was helping people at the end, but all he did was just hold out his hand for this one person to step over the edge of the water.
Nah. Bro, he saved many people. he?
Oh yeah, he did, but it was just kind of funny.
Oh yeah, he just got shot. Oh yeah, that's fine. Do you know what, Warren? He's gonna get shot for you. You can be ungrateful like this.
When do you think it was set? Well, when's it supposed to? Because like all his equipment isn't exactly like futuristic. Like how
I think it's meant to be set like now. Like I don't think because like the phones and I feel like.
I guess so, but it's like Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale, his Batman had like all these proper like high grade military equipment.
I actually think this one's better though because they made it more realistic.
Yeah.
Like having Batman have like the wingsuit like that one isn't very practical, but having him have like a basic flight suit like he did in the thing, actually it looks stupid, but it's practical. Like it makes more sense than things like that.
It's more like
Bale's OP.
Yeah, well, Bale, it was just like he had literally like every single piece of equipment, and Ben Affleck's. Batfleck. His.
So I'm going to stop camera. But there's like 3 ways that you can now define Batman. So to tell the modern Batmans apart, you have the definitive Batman, which is Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Then you have Batfleck, and then Robert Pattinson, or our Bats.
Our Bats. Bat and ball.
No, but I think he killed it. I mean,
he did.
Really,
solid performance.
As Batman.
I wish. I was expecting Zoe Kravitz to be in the film a bit more than she was, but
she was okay. I mean, nothing special.
Obviously, the film isn't really about her, but like,
aren't they going around in real life?
Yeah,
pretty sure that.
But I thought she would be in it a bit more.
Yeah. So.
But I don't think she was great.
I don't think she was like knock out of the park performance. Like I still think Anne Hathaway's Catwoman was better, in my opinion.
She was portrayed more as a thief.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was his...
kind of like a protector, partner.
Yeah.
But okay, I will say though that this Detective Christian Gordon.
Not it.
No, really good. I think it was amazing. I think he's better than Gary Oldman in The Dark Knight. Why are you looking at Arkham Square?
I don't know. I think Gary Oldman was amazing.
No, but this guy is like.
I just thought he was a bit like stupid.
Why?
I don't know. He got on my nerves a bit. I don't think he.
You get on my nerves a bit.
I don't think he was a bit. I don't think he was fully. Commissioner Gordon. I don't know. He just seemed a bit odd. Maybe he needs to grow on me.
Yeah.
Who else played a significant role? What do you think of? What's his name? Who plays Alfred?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think he was good. Again, still can't beat Michael Caine.
Yeah. No. But like Michael Caine is like a legacy. Like Andy Serkis. He's a phenomenal. He's underrated.
I didn't realise that was. I didn't know who played Alfred. Obviously, until Andy Serkis come on, I was like, that's.
It's him.
Yeah, I didn't look up who was doing it, so it was a surprise. Because he normally plays like villains.
He plays. He's like 50-50, isn't he? Because he played Caesar in Planet of the Apes, who's a hero.
Well, yeah, but like Gollum, villain.
Gollum's not really a villain.
Okay, he's more of a. I mean, he does go a bit batshit crazy.
Yeah, but so does everyone with the power of the ring.
Plays.
Batshit, I like what he did there.
Yeah, he plays Snoke.
Yeah.
He plays what's in Black Panther.
Ulysses Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good to play for you. What was I going to say? My favourite joke of the whole film is when Colin Farrell goes, "What is this good cop, batshit cop?"
Oh, when he's being tied up.
Yeah.
That was that scene. That the chase scene.
Which one?
Between Colin Farrell and our bats.
Oh, yeah, we actually have to call him our bats now. He has the respect of being our bats. Yes. Yeah, no, mate. Every shot in that film was just insane. Like I said, the only part I didn't like, it's not that I didn't like them, I just wish could have been better, is when he's playing Bruce Wayne. But other than that, when he's Batman, which is like the main part, like it's like 2 hours of the film where he's in the Batsuit. Unmatched, unreal. I'd actually argue he's better at being Batman than Christian Bale. Just Batman. But all round, Christian Bale's better.
I think he's very like his fight scenes are very well coordinated.
Yeah, like I'd say like Rob Pattinson as Batman is 100%. Then Christian Bale's Batman is like 95%. Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne is like 90%, and then our Bats as Batman as Bruce Wayne is like 5%. Like it's not. I didn't particularly like performance, but Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, top tier.
Well, yeah, Bruce Wayne is supposed to be this kind of businessman who's like
He's a bit douchey.
Yeah, but like the way they portrayed it is like a teenager who's got like some kind of massive ego.
I mean, now that I know there's going to be a sequel, I kind of hope it's better.
Yeah, you might.
But I wish that wasn't one. Like that film,
Like,
just
just
standing
stand
alone,
alone.
I'd be like, oh, masterpiece. It'd be top of my list.
Thing is that when they make a sequel, it's like then it's going to be even more expectation of like things like Joker and because I think the best Harvey Dent was the one in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I think he was great. I don't know. I think it'd be hard to top his performance.
You can't beat the legacy of that trilogy.
No.
Like even if this trilogy is amazing, nobody will ever concede that the Dark Knight trilogy isn't better. Like the Dark Knight trilogy, unless you get Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in this Our Bats film.
That's what.
And make a plot like that. But again, are you ever really going to beat Heath Ledger's Joker?
I don't know if I'd want that. Them two to come together. Would you?
No, because they're sort of set in different eras. Like it doesn't really make sense. But I reckon the studio will try and make it somehow, some way that happens.
Well,
but like,
the amount of money they would make for that is insane.
I want this Batman to just be this Batman. Like only have like Batman characters. Like you can have Robin, you can have Catwoman, but don't bring in Superman. Don't bring anyone with superpowers into this universe. Make it the most grounded shit ever. Because the only reason that this was a Batman film is because Batman was in it. There was nothing else that signals that this was a Batman film. The Riddler wasn't even really the Riddler. He was just some guy in a gimp mask. Like, the reason this is a good film is basically just a detective drama, which is what makes it amazing. Because that's what Batman is. He is a detective at the core. He's not a superhero. He's a detective. He's not superpowered. He's just a dude.
Except for he is allowed to just be a bad guy. He's not
No, but he got hurt. Because like he got hurt by a bomb, he got knocked out. He had to inject adrenaline himself when he got hit with a shotgun shell. Like this film showed you he's not invincible, and also it showed you he's not a very good Batman yet. Like he's not the best he could be. Because when he wingsuited off that thing, he deployed his parachute and just got decked by a bridge.
It shows that he's still learning. It's basically it just looks like he's literally just started to become the Batman.
And nobody actually called him. Like he didn't call himself Batman.
No, and obviously you can tell by everyone the way that everyone's kind of like the way the police interact with him. Everyone's like, "Who's this guy?" Like no one really knows of him just yet, so it's quite a.
He's Vengeance.
Yeah.
I'm Vengeance.
He's like he's not well known at the moment. He's not like a big celebrity.
Okay, Batman score out of 10.
9.5.
Yeah, I was literally going to say 9.5. Dark Knight to 10. Dark Knight to 10.
Yeah.
But this is a 9.5, which is very, very high on my scale. Just to add. I actually really want to go see it again. Like I really, really want to see it again. Even though I know what's going to happen, I really, really.
I think it's a very good kind of. Right, let's put on Batman and have a good watch kind of thing.
So I kind of want this to be like the way that DC goes now. Just have your films be like bleak and miserable as shit. Because I have so much fun while watching the Marvel films. Like I'm never stressed. I'm never on edge. This film just put me on edge. I was just like.
The DC films are always gloomy. Well, there's
some of them, like Shazam, like it's pretty good. But like I'm talking, if you're going to do Batman stories, just make them as put Bruce Wayne through as much pain as possible. I do not want to see him crack a smile the whole film. I want to see him depressed.
Yeah, our Bats does do a good job of him being depressed.
Exactly,
but depressed in a kind of
emo
teenager
kind of tantrum way.
Yeah, as if they're writing a diary and it's like kind of thing.
Yeah, and also. My favourite thing in the world is the fact that he didn't reveal his identity to Zoe Kravitz. Because every single Batman story has him reveal his identity.
Yeah, or they're like, I know who you are kind of thing.
Yeah, the part that put me on edge was when
the Riddler
was talking about Bruce Wayne. I was just like, does he know?
Because he kept saying Bruce, and
yeah,
I thought
he was talking to him.
Yeah, but obviously they didn't have a connect. He didn't realise.
Yeah, because even on the wall, like all the evidence is pointing that he knows who it is, but he might still know who it is. But yeah, that shit put me on edge. That's what I mean. Marvel films don't do that to me. Marvel films have
it's more exciting.
Yeah, have the ability to extract such like an enjoy. Like I was sitting there in a Marvel film, smile on my face the whole time. This film, I was sitting there like, what the fuck's going to happen. Like, I was nervous, and I love feeling that during a film. Like, I need a bit of both. That's why I want DC to go dark as shit, depressing, horrible. Their characters get brutal, like everyone in their family gets murdered, like that sort of shit. And then Marvel is like a happy sunshine rainbows kind of thing.
Happy colours where there's comedy and stuff.
Exactly. And I think people comparing this and Spider-Man are wrong. Just enjoy. Be glad you have both. Enjoy both each other.
They're two different films as well.
Yes, exactly.
They're not even.
I mean, if you're going to ask me which one I prefer, I'm going to say Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, which one would I watch again? Spider-Man.
I'd watch them both though.
No, but that's what I mean. If you can only watch one, again,
Oh yeah, it's
you pick
Spider-Man.
But
But
you don't have to. You don't have to pick. So, sure.
Yeah, you.
I'm just going to check the Everton score because we're actually playing at the moment.
How professional.
I don't really care.
Have you not got relegated yet?
Not yet. It's 0-0. I'll take the point. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was... I got notes. My film of the week.
Batman.
No,
You haven't watched Batman, basically.
Well, we just did review him. We're going to do a quick little thing. It's a film I know you've seen, and it's a film I know you really like. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yep.
Yes, very solid film. Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill. Incredible film. Martin Scorsese is directing expertly. Very graphic, got a lot of swearing in it. Nudity,
sex,
drugs and sexual references. It's got everything in it. And yes, it's the story of Jordan Belfort, who was actually a real life person, although the story is like kind of twisted.
It's a bit dramatized and insane.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So it's the story of Jordan Belfort, who is a Wall Street trader who works his way up through Wall Street, and the money corrupts him. And it's a very good film. Leonardo DiCaprio should have won an Oscar for it, but
yeah. Very good film.
I was going to reset the.
It's another long one though.
3 hours.
Yeah. And because it's kind of, I'll have to watch it again because I don't really remember too much about it. I remember like some significant. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I remember a few kind of standout moments, but.
Who the fuck is Venice? Do you not remember?
Is that when she's she's screwing at her? Yeah.
Oh no. I love that. And Jonah Hill just fucking jerking off in the middle of the. His jerking off is like so iconic. Like that action, like the way he does it, he's like hunched over. You know what I'm talking about.
I think
I'm not
so.
into the action,
No, yeah.
That's what.
Is that when they get like a bunch of like strippers and stuff in the office?
No, it's when like Margot Robbie first comes into the scene and they're like in the beach house and they're like really going for it. It's so funny.
God.
Yes, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, well actually the last thing I want to talk about, there isn't really much going on this week. I know that obviously the war is there, but there's not really been any like pressing developments, it's just all, we've talked about it enough. But the last thing I want to talk about was Netflix cracking down on password sharing. Have you seen this?
Is this where like they don't want you to give your account to your friend so they can watch it on their TV basically?
Correct. So they're going to charge an extra subscription to make that service.
But
how are they going to
it's a bit. I don't understand. Does that mean your account is tied to one device now only? And if you want it to be more than one device, you have to pay.
I thought it was dependent on like Wi-Fi and IP address, right? Or no?
Yeah, but there's ways around that.
No, but there's also like if you're like if I'm on the bus and I'm watching Netflix, is that another?
I don't know. I don't quite understand how they can monitor that.
Yeah, unless they physically catch you, or it's like so often, like let's say me and you share an account, which we don't. It's always on in both houses at the same time.
That's what or they might be like, let's say you watch it regularly on your phone, your iPad, your laptop, your TV, and then all of a sudden it's this random other TV. Yeah, it's just your fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's this random other TV that all of a sudden you're just watching the one time and it might go, who's this? Kind of thing. But I don't know.
I had a genius idea. So, do you know when you're like watching a movie and you get to the good part but you've really in the toilet? Not in the same way at home. You don't want to pause it because you switch
devices and go on your phone.
Yeah. So like you'll have like a tablet. It's called like the toilet tab, and you swipe and it comes onto the toilet tab, and you can take it with you to the toilet.
It's such a good idea, but then I'd get stuck on the toilet.
Yeah, true. No, but then you can just swipe to put it back up. I'm so lucky. Like the way my toilet is, I have like a ledge. Like the one in my room.
Yeah.
There's like a ledge, so I can put anything like a TV or a laptop on there, and it's great.
You can have a TV on every single wall of your room, so you can never miss your program. You can just
that actually was like a very early concept design of my room, to have a TV on every wall for sports.
Like a sports bar.
Yeah, like a sports bar. But then I was like very against it.
But then you pretty much have got a TV on every single wall, because you've got your TV, and then you look to your other wall, and you got your two screens where you can have sports and something else, and then you got your iPad that you can take with you. So exactly.
My phone.
And and
your fridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you basically got it.
Do you share your Netflix password with anyone?
Maybe just my sister.
I'd share my wife before I share my Netflix password.
Just my sister.
Does she live in the same household?
No. So there could be a potential fine, or if my subscription suddenly shoots up to £20 a month.
Well, they were talking about. Well, they're raising the price again for Netflix.
It's why.
No, but like people are acting like it's so much more money.
It's not much.
It's £24 extra a year. It's not.
No, but
and
it's
also
not...
Netflix is getting a lot better.
Yeah, I know, but it's also like if you increase, this is going to happen now every year, and
that's just inflation.
Yeah, but it's going to get to a point where it actually becomes a really expensive service.
Yeah, but sorry to get technical about this. I know we don't reach this, but your statutory pay rise.
You don't always
goes up.
You don't always get a statutory pay rise.
You have to get one legally.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a huge. It's
always like 3%, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or it's like a certain amount to meet a certain wage. Also, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But Netflix, people aren't going to start watching Netflix for a £2 price increase. That's just not right.
No, I mean I think
Netflix is so worth it.
Yeah, and also they're in this position where a lot of people just love Netflix anyway, so they'll just pay anything for it.
I
would pay for it.
Netflix is my primary streaming service. The one that I watch the most. Yeah.
That or YouTube for me.
I wouldn't say YouTube's a streaming service.
We don't pay for it, no, but it's still...
That's like free.
A video platform.
But then you can kind of like TikTok, but like it's not the really...
Yeah, okay. It'd be Netflix, then Disney Plus, then Amazon.
I don't really watch a lot on Amazon.
Other than films.
The thing is, Amazon is like a thing of circumstance. Like, if Amazon Prime didn't come with free one-day delivery, then I really wouldn't need it.
Yeah, I only have Prime just for the deliveries.
And then Prime,
and then video.
Yeah,
exactly.
So like that's what you get. Imagine if Netflix did like one-day delivery like Amazon, and that's what you get, like the stuff on it. Because the stuff on Netflix is pretty good. Speaking of, Top Boy's coming back.
Furthermore,
get the fuck out. Yeah. So So we're recording this on a Thursday. Yeah. It comes out tomorrow. Will we have watched it all in a week? Will you watched it all in a week? It's like 8 episodes. If so, we'll review it next week. If not, we'll do it the week.
I'll have to. Hopefully, there best be a recap because I can't remember what goes on.
There is a recap just on Netflix. Actually, should we tease a little something that's coming out for us? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Alright, do you want it
then? Does it involve someone else?
Me and Ryan are releasing a 3-way sex tape. No, we are releasing an episode with a guest, and it's one of our legacy guests. She came on pretty much a year ago to the day, and yes, it is Izzy Luck. And that episode we're releasing in 3 days, and we're releasing this the Thursday.
Yeah, it's not audio only, but you won't see our faces.
Yeah.
So audio only.
Yes.
But on YouTube.
And Spotify now. Obviously.
Yeah. Obviously.
But yeah, it's a very funny episode. Izzy reveals a lot about her singing career and everything. I don't want to sound really boring, but we played a few games, we had a laugh. Yeah, it was a good time. So yes, that is coming out very, very soon. I don't really have much else to talk about. Do you have anything else you want to bring up that's in the news or troubling in your life?
No.
Your oil change?
My change?
Oil change.
That's not really...
Go on, tell the story.
You know how you have sometimes change your oil in your car.
I want a bit more passion than that.
You know how sometimes you have to change your oil in the car
There we go.
and on like the engine. I had to do that, so that's why I was late today, because I had to go to one petrol station. They didn't have the oil, so I had to go to another one, and they had it. Cost me 16 quid. Did it. Turn the before I die. Turn the cap off the engine cover, and it fell off and fell down like the bonnet. So I had to get that, and then it burnt my hand because my engine was hot. So that hurts my finger a bit, and then I spilt the oil a bit, and yeah, it just generally wasn't a good experience.
I feel like that Chelsea fan. There is no passion, there is no aggression, there is no vision, there is no fucking mindset of this football club.
What's that fan who's like, atmosphere is electric today? It just sounds like it's like this young kid, but speaks really like old.
I don't know. The one I always remember is I don't do if buts or maybes. If my aunt had bored, she'd be my uncle, but she doesn't.
It's just that annoying Liverpool fan.
The Scouse yeah, he's so funny. Even I'm an Everton fan, he's so funny. I don't do if buts or maybes.
What was
Scouse accent ain't bad.
What else does he say? About you serious? What does he say?
What?
He says,
are you fucking serious?
Something like he says something.
Do you want to get the electric guy?
Yeah.
The electric guy? Do you want to get Electro from Spider-Man?
This one.
Talk to me about today's event. That was crazy. I've never actually experienced that sort of atmosphere at a game before.
I've seen that.
The passion.
The passion. The atmosphere. Absolutely electric. What a guy. Yeah, I feel like this is the best end of the episode. But before we do, we have our weekly segment. Headline of the week. You guys know what headline of the week is? It's a weekly segment. Well, I find a headline. Oh, no, Am and Ryan.
Have a little talk about it.
So, in today's headline of the week.
Our bats.
What?
Plays the Batman.
Our bats. I like that. I wish I had called it man like that.
Yeah. We could. If only Patrick Batford was Batman.
I might just name my fantasy football team that's just something to do with Batman. Like, I might just specifically find a player that has something to do with Batman and put them in my team. Okay, so.
Sorry, I'm dying.
My ex demanded our son be named after him but has no interest in raising him. A newborn has been left fuming after her ex-boyfriend demanded a newborn son be named after him, even though he hasn't taken interest in the top's life at all. The woman shared her anonymous story on Reddit on Thursday. Why did they always come from Reddit? That's weird.
Reddit's a good platform for anything.
When she said she'd give birth to her son Jacob just 1 week ago, she had no support from her ex-boyfriend, who cheated on her multiple times while she was pregnant. In her post, mum claimed that then baby's father had reached a formal custody agreement that would see the mum have sole custody, and said her ex wasn't in the delivery room. Her ex wasn't in the delivery room when their son was born, and therefore had no input on the naming process. My baby daddy, Chris, has not been in the picture of anything since I found out he cheated on me when I was 4 months pregnant with not one, not two, but 8 other girls. Cheated on 8 girls. Wow. What do you think of that?
One, that sounds good that he doesn't have anything to do with him because he sounds like a twat.
He sounds like a scumbag.
So, I don't think he deserves to name the child son.
And also, what shit name? Chris.
It's an alright name, it's standard, it's like...
Chris Jr.
Yeah.
Your kid's got to have a cool name.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a cool name would be...
Philly Fally.
Philly
Fally.
No.
Shangabal.
No. Things like Zach or...
Zach. No.
Or Kai.
Buster.
Kai. Buster Rhymes.
Buster Rhymes.
Kai.
What about, like, Malachi?
That just sounds like a Sith Lord.
Darth Malachi.
Exactly.
I might just call my kid Bruce
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. No, Bruce the shark from Chapter. Bruce the Australian shark.
Is he Australian?
Yeah.
He might be, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what else could I call my kid? I can't call him Shadow. That's
I think you say Shrek.
Shrek.
What about?
I like the name Hunter.
That's such a like a
American name, yeah.
Or like what's an Bryce.
Bryce, Chad.
Chad, that's such an American.
Spencer.
What about Brandon?
Brandon, because you just because you say it in an American accent, like
Brandon's
Brian.
Yeah, it's a bit.
There's Brandon's here. Like I've met Brandon's here.
It's fair enough.
Brad.
It's a bit of an American one.
Yeah,
Brad.
But
definitely things like
Nate.
Nate, yeah.
What else? You don't really get many Stewarts here.
Well, yeah, that's because they're born and they're like 50 years old already.
Yeah. What's really American names? Taylor.
Tyler.
Tyler and Taylor.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Oh, shut up. It's not even Tyler.
I'm trying to think. Keith.
That's not an American. That's
not
the
any
British.
name.
That is the British.
Nobody's calling that kid Keith nowadays.
Yeah, that is the most British name.
Keith's name's got. The name's got to die.
I'm trying to think of that.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Kenneth from Wonderford.
Yeah.
Austin.
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 Oh.
Dallas. Like any name.
Wilson.
Name of a state. Yeah, Wilson.
Like things like LeBron.
Harvey. Harvey Dent.
Harvey.
Full cycle to Batman. So,
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much at home for listening. We hope you enjoy these episodes because we enjoy recording them. I've been AJ.
I've been Brian.
See ya.
Suey. Okay.